I've been talking about this for a long, long time. And the part that I've sort of grappled with it, I'd love to hear your thoughts before we move on to the treasuries aspect is why do you think we haven't seen even more adoption over the years? Um, I feel like there is so much potential here. A bigger picture, how come we haven't seen more grander adoption of this sort of technology across the board?
Digital identity. We do not have good enough adoption of digital identities in plural. What that basically means is that if it lives on the blockchain, it dies on the blockchain, it has the limited scope of adoption. And this is everything you just mentioned in your intro, right? It lives on the blockchain, it dies on the blockchain, and that's it. But in order for us to really get blockchain out where it really matters, we need to ensure that the blockchain, which is a digital database, decentralized database, that is interoperable with the real world assets, the institutions, the people out there. And most people think about identity as your passport or something like that. But we actually have 2 billion people in this world who don't even have a national identity or a passport. And they're basically cut away from the banking system, but also from the health system, and in many cases also from the tax system and so forth, right? So I think what we've really been lacking is we've been lacking a good bridge between identities in plural and identities working on blockchain. And this is one of the key things we actually do at the Cardano Foundation. We created an identity wallet where you don't need blockchain, where you can manage identities from satellites to trees we planted in Kenya, all the way up to what's called the legal entity identifier, which came out of the last financial crisis when Lehman collapsed, where we discovered that it took basically PwC 12 years, right, to unwind that, because the contract just said Lehman, but Lehman had hundreds of